Now I've had this keyboard for a little while now, and I haven't done an episode on the Arpeggios, and now we're going to do one. So a couple of things is I'm going to tell you what I like about it, and I'm going to tell you what I don't like about it. It's fairly simple. We can just enable it by pressing the button, and it's playing. Let's find a synth. Let's exit. Let's go to synth. Let's find something that would sound a little better. That'll do. Okay, it's going to our zone view, and let's go back into Arpeggios. It's a fairly basic layout. At the top, you have different note styles that you can scroll through. You have your standard. And if you just scroll through, it's going to give you different styles. And a couple things to note here. It's set to the tempo of the keyboard. So if you want to check to see what tempo you're on, you just click here. Right now, our tempo set to 120 BPM. Let's close that. And when you're in this, each style has a set of parameters below it, okay? One thing that we can do to kind of show what it's doing is we can change hold from off to on that way, or we can press it here. And all that's going to do is when I press the notes, it's just going to hold them so I don't have to have the fingers down on the keyboard. And I could press hold off, and let's do that, and let's sample through some of the different styles. Let's make something a little bigger. Let's go. They're okay. I don't know if this is the best synth for it, but let's take a look. Let's go back to basic, and let's try this. And we're going to start dabbling around because each one of these styles have different variations, and we can toggle through those. Let's play variation 4. Switch it. They're okay, very standard. You can change the motif. Right now it's going up. We can go down. We can go up, down. And we can go random. When you go to velocity, it just means it's playing the notes at the real velocity that you press them. You can change that. You can hit enter, and you can go all the way up. And no matter how soft or hard you press it, it will play it. And you can adjust whatever velocity settings you want. Let's exit out of that. We can do an octave range. Let's go up 1. So when I press the 3, it should also go up a 3. And let's fix this. Let's go back to up. I mean, pretty simple stuff. Accent, rate, shuffle resolution. I think this is just 8th and 16th. Yep. And let's find something fun. Let's go back into our synths. Let's find something else to play with. Let's try that. Hold. And let's dabble around a little bit. So you can kind of mess around and do whatever you want with it. It's okay. I'm not mad at it. I wish that there was an easier way to kind of program the arpeggios in here. I have the 61SL MK3. That one's really fun to organize and program different steps in it, and the arpeggios in it, and everything else. So it's built into the board, and it's not the worst, it's not the best, but it's there if you need it. The one thing that did drive me nuts, and it took me forever to figure out, and maybe it's just the hybrid setup being a little bit more difficult to integrate, but I'm going to show you guys, if you have the Fantom hooked up to your DAW and you're trying to get the arpeggios to go in sync with your DAW, bonus tip. First, the problem. The problem is, if I have my DAW as the primary, we need to change some settings. So if we go into System and let's go to our sync tempo, instead of having it as internal, we're going to switch it over to external. And you notice I'm not getting any sound, okay? And the reason for that is because the DAW now has the master tempo. But there's a couple of things you need to make sure. First, we're going to press play. We're going to turn it off. Okay, your DAW has to be playing, okay? And then it'll match the tempo to your DAW. Hard part is, if you're just trying to sample and find fun little sounds or arpeggios, make sure it's turned on. The second thing is, you want to make sure that there's a couple of settings turned on. Otherwise, that won't work. I'll show you that now. Now, if you're having issues with this not playing, even though Ableton is playing, you want to go to your options, settings, link tempo MIDI, and make sure your settings look like this. And if we scroll down to our output, we have our Fantom set up here, and you see this little button right here, this is your sync in the middle. If you turn off the sync, let's press play. Let's press some notes. Notice how it's not playing anything. Tempo, all that. But if we turn the sync on, so whenever you hear me say match my settings, it's because I spent trial and error trying to get the settings just right to figure out what's working, what's not working. Okay, match the settings. Thoughts. They probably could have given this arpeggio setting a little bit more extra. Maybe that's just me. I'm not trying to be picky, but it's there if you want to dabble with it. But a fun little update would be maybe an update to the arpeggio. Another thing that I wish that they did is, because you have all these settings in here where it goes up and it goes down and adds all these different effects, I wish when you were in your zone view, and notice how you have your little piano roll here, I wish that it would reflect the notes that we're actually playing. And it's just showing you the notes that I'm pressing on the keys. But it would be nice if I pressed the keys and it actually showed me the arpeggio patterns that it was playing. It'd be a little bit more interesting, so I could put a little bit of a connection to what these styles are actually doing. I mean, I can hear it, but it'd be nice to visualize it. So, Roland. Small ask. Well, that's all I got for this one. I'll see you on the next one.